Welcome to today's talk hosted by Remitano. So today we're going to be talking about tips to maximize your crypto investment. So guys, you're welcome. My name is Finn Odebumi. I am a designer, a product and design systems designer. So I work for Boundless Pay. I also participate in some DAOs like Bankless DAO, Juicebox DAO, and Rarible DAO. So we're going to be talking about how you can maximize your crypto investment, how you can start making your investment in crypto, the type of cryptos to buy and when to buy and you know, when to make a profit, right? So we're going straight to it. All right. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen and we're going to start discussing how you can maximize your crypto investment. All right. So we're going to start by discussing what exactly is cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency is a digital currency designed to work as a ledger tender or medium of exchange through a decentralized network. So cryptocurrencies are digital assets, right? They're digital assets designed so that people can, distribute and make it as a form of exchange, but through a decentralized network, right? So examples of cryptocurrencies are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Avalanche, and um, Binance Coin. So we have so many cryptocurrencies. We have about 9,000 cryptocurrencies as of now, and you know the innovation keeps growing every day. So we keep getting more cryptocurrencies, right? So this decentralized network is called blockchain, which is not reliant on any central authority, such as government or bank, to uphold or maintain it. Cryptocurrency is a decentralized medium of exchange that cannot be altered or controlled by the central authority. So, talking about cryptocurrencies, right, it is a decentralized medium of exchange that cannot be controlled or governed by a central authority. So, the way we have our the way we have our local banks, whereby when you make transactions, of course, they have access to your money, they have access to your funds. I mean, they can decide to do anything with your funds, but in the space of currencies, nobody has access to your funds. Nobody's seen nobody's seen the transactions you're making, right? So that's currencies. And talking about blockchain networks, so we have several types of blockchain networks. We have the very first blockchain network, which is the Bitcoin network, which was founded by Satoshi Nakamoto, right? Um, so, so blockchains are actually the technology behind cryptocurrencies. Without blockchains or without blockchain networks, we would not be able to. I mean, cryptocurrencies will not exist, right? So, so that's the idea of blockchain networks. So we have there are several characteristics of cryptocurrencies. The very first the characteristics of cryptocurrencies is that cryptocurrencies don't rely on banks to verify transactions, right? So while you're making transactions on the blockchain network, so let's say you're trying to send some bitcoins to your friend, right? Right. So it is done in a very swift way. So which means that you're not waiting for a third party to verify transactions, like it is done in our local banks when you have to wait for someone to verify transactions. So any transactions you're making using a blockchain network, it is as swift as possible. So another characteristic of currency is that they are stored in a digital wallet. An example of the digital wallet is Remitano. We have Binance, we have FTX, we have KuCoin. So these are examples of digital wallets. We also have physical wallets like Ledger, and we've seen big investors using physical wallets like Ledger, right? So the third characteristic is that crypto allows a peer-to-peer system that enables anyone anywhere to send and receive payment. So you're not waiting. So while you're making transactions using cryptocurrencies, not your fiat currencies. Fiat currencies are like your local currencies like naira, like dollar, like Ghana cedis, right? So crypto allows you to make a peer-to-peer system that enables you to send money anywhere at any time, making global remittances, right? So the third characteristic is that crypto transactions are executed on a public ledger. If you're making transactions using crypto and using blockchains, of course you need to ask a question like, where does my transaction stores? Like where what is powering my transaction? So a public ledger is a database that stores your blockchain transactions. It records and stores your blockchain transactions. So if you are a newbie, I mean, you're a newbie and you've been hearing about Bitcoin, you've been hearing about cryptocurrency, you've been hearing about Ethereum, and you have a lot of questions in your mind, and this is the platform. I mean, this is the right platform for you to get involved and know how it's going, right? So the first cryptocurrencies was Bitcoin, and it was founded by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009 when he wrote the first white paper in 2008. So in recent times we have other cryptocurrencies, they're called alternative cryptocurrencies after Bitcoin, which is we have Ethereum, we have Binance, we have Solana, we have Avalanche, we have Phantom. So all these cryptocurrencies have the blockchain. So which means that they're powered by some blockchain networks. So as we have Ethereum also has its own blockchain network. That's when we have ERC20, ERC721. We also have other ERCs, other ERC tokens. We also have the Binance network. We also have the Solana network. We have the Phantom network. So when you have, I mean, you have the idea of cryptocurrencies. You know how it works. You know how you can store your cryptocurrencies. You know the type of wallet you can use to store your cryptocurrency. So the question is, how do you start? So how do you start? So before you start, yeah, you have to first learn about crypto, which is what we're doing right now. So learn before you earn, right? Before you start joining the crypto, the first thing is to learn how it works, and that's what we're doing now. So the first thing is you do your own research. We call it DIOR. So it's an acronym in crypto that means do your own research. So it's just like if you're going to make an investment in real estate, of course, you're meant to actually make your research before you start putting your money in something, right? So that you don't run in a loss. So you do your research before you invest in any coin. And we have some platform you can use to have, a full understanding of a crypto, of a coin. There is Coin Market Cap. There's Coin Market Cap. We have CoinGecko. So if you're looking for more information about a specific coin like Bitcoin, you can go straight to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko to learn more about a crypto. So while you're doing that, you're actually doing your research, and yeah. So you see, when you start making your investment in crypto, of course, you'll be called a crypto investor, and of course, you have to start doing your research before you start investing in cryptos, right? So this means that when you're making research, you want to know more about the tokenomics of a coin. You want to know how the coin is distributed. You want to know how much is allocated to the team that is behind the token. You want to know how much is allocated to marketing, because of course, if you really want to know much about a coin, you need to actually know more. You need to actually read about the tokenomics, and that's what will give you the idea. That's what will give you the idea whether to invest in it or not. So that's you making your research, right? So you should also choose a local platform or exchange like Remitano or Boundless. So people see cryptocurrency as a complicated thing. They feel like it's hard for me to do, but really it's not hard. So, and that's why we have a platform like Remitano, which is here to solve the whole thing about crypto, right? So while you're making your first investment, you can use a platform like Remitano to buy your first crypto. You can decide to buy Bitcoin, or you can decide to buy you can also decide to buy the token, right? So then after choosing a local platform to store your cryptocurrencies, then you can fund your account. And how can you fund your account? There are several ways you can fund your account. You can use the blockchain address to fund your account, or um, you can use a peer-to-peer platform to fund your your wallet, right? So after doing that, then you can decide to either buy or sell, or you hold, right? So this is how it works in crypto. So it's either you buy low, you sell high, or or you just hold. So which means so while you're holding, it means you're performing a long-term investment, right? So so we're going to move to the next thing, which is crypto investing versus trading. So when you start buying your crypto, let's say you're trying to buy Phantom FTM. Well, I said if you want to get more information about the crypto, you can use a platform like CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. So when you're buying your first crypto, which may be FTM or BNB or Dogecoin, so while you're doing that, you're actually making a crypto investment. So the difference between crypto investing and trading is that crypto investing or crypto investment is done in a short term. Sorry, crypto investment is done in a long term, while crypto trading is done in a short term. So when you're doing crypto trading, that's when you're doing futures trading. I mean, you're doing liquidity trading. So that's what it's called, crypto trading, right? So for example, cryptocurrency trading and investing aims to increase your investment value, and they chase that goal differently. While you're performing your currency trading and investment, you're aiming to actually increase your investment value. So if you decide to start with as low as $20, you can decide to either invest or trade it. So what you need to have it at the back of your mind that crypto is volatile, which means you can either run in a loss or you can also be in profit. So that's when you hear people say, no, this crypto is dipping, is dumping. You mean you're in a bearish market. So that's when so you need to have an idea of when you're meant to make your investment or not. So the difference between investing and trading can be somewhat nuanced, which means that you should decide on the best strategy to adopt. So we're going to analyze the differences between trading and investing. And if you look at this picture, this image by the right side of what the screen I'm sharing, you can see that trading is done in a short term, while investing is done in a long term. And trading is trading is a profit that is done through frequent trades. So if you use a crypto platform a wallet platform like Binance, you'll see that there's a feature that is called it's called I'm trying to remember that it's called liquidity trading. So it's also called futures trading, where you can open as many trades as possible, right? So also in trading there is more risk, and investments there's less risk. Then there are also some analysis that has to be done while you're making your trade, while you're doing your trading and while you're also investing, right? So I'm going to also move to the next thing, which is what is crypto investing. So investing in cryptocurrencies is a strategy of making money from cryptocurrencies by buying and holding crypto assets with the hope that the value will appreciate in the future. So yeah, we've also talked about it that you can invest in some cryptocurrencies, and there are strategies to do that. Is either you do crypto investment or you do crypto trading, which we say that if you're performing crypto investment, that means you're performing a long-term thing, right? A long-term investment. But if you're performing crypto trading, what you're actually doing is a long-term thing. So there's also this thing there's called holding. I mean, the way it is spelled in the normal English is HOLD, right? That's hold. But in crypto, there's a way we spell it, which is HODL, which means you're holding a crypto for a specific time, for a specific period of time, right? So holders as cryptocurrencies investors are called. So while you're holding some cryptos, let's say you're holding like three Binance coin, so you can refer to yourself as a holder, right? So the next thing is your strategy, right? So it is a short-term strategy, right? Trading leverages the short-term volatility of crypto asset price changes for profit. Typical trading time frames ranges from minutes to days rather, although the rewards are faster. Trading crypto requires a lot of effort. So yeah, of course, if you're going to start doing crypto trading, you need to do your research, and you need to be sure, and you need to make sure that you are investing what you can actually lose, because it won't be smart enough for you to invest what you cannot afford to lose, right? What you cannot afford to lose, right? So you should also know that crypto is volatile, which means it's not stable, right? It either goes up or it goes down, and you can decide to open as many trades as possible, right? So for those that have to put it in work, cryptocurrency trading can be very profitable due to the high volatility of the cryptocurrency market. We've seen a lot of, we've seen so many people that have made so much money. We've seen so many people that have made millions of dollars from crypto, right? When there was this time when Shiba coin was trending, and we saw a lot of people making so much money from it. And that's actually what crypto can do for you. You can try to invest as little as $10, and in a long while, in the long run, you will discover that you've made close to 100,000 of dollars, right? So that's what crypto can actually do for you. So what to consider before investing in cryptocurrencies? So before you start making your crypto investment, right? There are some things you need to consider, right? So that you don't want to run at loss, right? So there are some things you need to consider before making your crypto investment. So the first thing is you need to get a feel of the industries. So it is important to explore blockchain technology to get a sense of how this aspect of cryptocurrency world works, right? And that's what I've been able to explain why when we started the crypto talk, that cryptocurrencies are powered by a technology that is called blockchain tech, right? So of course, what we're doing right now is you're also trying to introduce you to the industry, to the crypto industry. So another thing you need to do is you need to read white papers. And I also said that when Satoshi Nakamoto first launched Bitcoin, he released the white paper, the Bitcoin white paper, which was what so many people read, and they had full information of Bitcoin. So if you want to get the full information of Bitcoin and some other cryptocurrencies, you can actually go and read their white papers. So you need to read the white paper carefully. And when you're reading the white paper, you will discover that some specific information is embedded in the white paper, like tokenomics, like the total supply of the coin, and the number of holders, people that are holding it, and the total diluted uh, cap of the crypto, right? Also join an online community. We have several crypto communities, right? We have Remitano also has a community on Facebook, and they have on Twitter. They also have on Instagram. So you can decide to join such communities to get involved in crypto trends, right? So 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 continuing the strategies for investing in cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and other coins, like alternative coins like Ethereum, um, Binance Coin, were among the best performing asset classes in 2001, as more investors jumped into the crypto market trying to capture growth from digital investments that have a potential to increase in value in the long run. So, but cryptocurrencies are inherently risk assets that are prone to wild price swings. So I've said it that is a well, the crypto is volatile, which means you should also have it at the back of your mind that when I start making investment, which means that I am ready for the risk, right? So don't be surprised when you invest about $200 and you wake up the next day and you are seeing and you discover that your money has reduced to $9. So that's crypto. It is volatile. It's not nobody can tell when it's gonna go up or when it's gonna go down. So you need to have it at the back of your mind that while you're making your investment in crypto, you are taking a huge risk. Yeah, but not to be scared of. That's why you have to do your research and you have to do your analysis before investing in a project, right? So investing in digital assets is not all that different than investing in traditional assets like stocks and bonds. Here are fundamental investing strategies to keep in mind while managing your crypto investment. So it is not so different from the way you invest in stocks. Like, I mean, I've seen people investing in Apple stocks, they invest in Google stocks. So it's not so different the way you invest in such stocks. Same way you also invest in crypto. You can decide to buy any crypto and any amount of crypto. You can use a platform like Remitano to buy Bitcoin and hold it for a while, and it is advisable that when you start seeing profit, it is advisable that you take your profit. You don't wait until, you don't wait for so long before you take profit. When you think you have, when you think you have a certain amount of profit in your wallet, you can start to take profit and continue to make other investments. So there are strategies for making good crypto investments. So you should choose the right mix of storage. So when it comes to keeping the currency safe, there are a few ways to store it. Digital assets are held in either alt or cold storage. So there are ways you can use to store your crypto. We have several types of wallets. We have the physical wallets, which can also be referred to as the cold wallet, and we also have the hot wallet, which can also be referred to as the digital wallets, right? So wallets like Remitano is referred to as a, a hot wallet. A wallet that is connected to the internet. You need to use the internet before you can use a wallet. That's a hot wallet, right? So, and so we have several wallets you can use if you're looking at if you're looking at the security of your asset. There you can make use of decentralized wallets like MetaMask, like Trust Wallet, and some other wallets, right? So hot storage refers to an online digital wallet, and cold is an offline wallet, typically stored on a hard drive. So there was this time when big investors were like, they had so much funds, and they were looking at having their wallets. Being able to see their wallets, and that's when the Ledger started making hard drive wallets. So which means you can actually keep your assets in a wallet. It's like an hard drive. You can take it anywhere you want to. If you decide to travel to Dubai today, you can still be able to hold your wallet. So that way you're also making crypto investment, and it helps you to stay away from hackers to gain access to your wallet, right? So it is convenient to have some crypto in a host wallet online, so crypto traders can move in and move out positions quickly. So it is convenient when you use alt wallets, right? It is convenient to use alt wallets. You can decide to buy your crypto at any time. You can try to open any trade at any time, and while you're doing that, you're making your crypto investments. So yeah, you need to also prioritize liquidity, right? So liquidity refers to the ease with which an asset is bought or sold in the market without affecting its market price. So you need to, so as a newbie, while you're making your investment, there's this question that should come to your mind, which is, I'm buying crypto, this guy is buying crypto, we have so many people buying crypto. How come it doesn't affect the market price? And that's the idea of liquidity. When you're actually buying and selling in the market and it's not actually affecting the market price. But of course, it will get to a stage when whales, in crypto, there's people that are called whales. These are big investors, rich investors. When you hear the likes of BAYC holders, BAYC NFT holders, those are whales. So when whales decide to sell a very huge amount of crypto, people like, maybe someone is trying to sell a huge amount of Shiba, it can actually affect the crypto market. Everybody can start running in a loss, right? So a crypto asset with high liquidity is understood as users can buy and sell in large quantities quickly without fear of excessive slippage compared to the market price at that time. So slippage means that the price moves in a more unfavorable direction for the buyer or seller than the market price, because only a small number of traders can satisfy the trading demand in large quantities. So Remitano also has a feature that is Remitano liquidity, which can help you to earn passive income by providing the best prices for you when it comes to peer-to-peer exchanges, right? So how should you consider Remitano liquidity? Remitano liquidity interest rates are usually higher than bank interest rates. So it is also possible for you to convert your crypto to your fiat currencies. And when I'm talking about fiat currencies, I'm talking about your local currencies like your naira, your dollar, your Ghana cedis. So those are examples of fiat currencies. And we there's and in some in so I mean sometime it is possible that some rates will be very low, and when rates are very low, it means that you will not be in profit. And this is what Remitano is here to help us out with, right? Giving us high rates for you to do your transactions. So it helps investors, especially holders, earn more income from their own coins if they do not intend to invest this amount of coins in a short term. They also add and remove liquidity in the pool easily. So it's easy for you to remove and add your liquidity. To remove and include liquidity easily and in a flexible way and completely for free. So I would just advise you to get on Google Play Store or App Store and download Remitano so that you won't miss out on all these opportunities. Then you can also withdraw your asset at any time, and that's why we really like the idea of crypto, because anytime when I need money, I can decide to withdraw my money anytime. So of course that's what I do most times. I save my money in crypto, and anytime I decide to remove my money, anytime I decide to withdraw my money, I do it easily. I do it easily without any third party. So you can easily withdraw your interest, your profit, and open more liquidity pool from that interest to enjoy more interest and withdraw capital immediately when needed if you do not want to continue to keep coins in the pool and still receive profit from opening to removing. So harnessing volatility. Since cryptocurrency is an emerging asset, there is still speculation and hype surrounding the asset class, which can often lead to heightened volatility. You see, sometimes the way crypto works is it works based on the hype around a project. So there was this time, few years back when Dogecoin was trending on Twitter, on Facebook, and some other social media platforms. See, it actually affected the Dogecoin price. When Elon Musk was hyping Dogecoin, the price of Dogecoin started going up, started increasing, and people started getting into that, started buying more Dogecoins, and this is what hype can do for crypto projects. So the second thing is, while large price movements are typically seen as a risk, daily volatility is normal and healthy for the crypto market, and it's actually an opportunity to make profit. So while some people see volatility as a risk, they see it as something strange, it is actually what is helping crypto to still stay. People are making profit. People see the time of volatility as an opportunity to make profit from it. So Greenberg explains that volatility is in fact good for smart traders, but to manage your volatility risk effectively, it is best to understand what type of trader you are so you can manage market price risk. So you need to understand the type of trader you are. Are you the trader that enjoy when the market is dipping, or are you the trader that enjoys when the market is rising? So you can make money in both ways. When the market is dipping, when a particular project is going down, when a particular project price is going down, you can actually decide to make money from it. And that's you trading. That means you're performing a trade, right? You're trading, you're doing futures trading, right? So of course, if you're a smart trader, you can make your profit at any time, at any season of crypto. So how to make money using cryptocurrencies. I've said it that you need to invest what you can afford and also what you can lose, right? What you can afford to lose, right? So cryptocurrencies are speculative assets that could entail a high degree of loss, just like with trading, the traditional investing. Invest in the crypto market only what you can afford to lose. Can you see that? So it is advisable that you invest what you can afford to lose, right? So as a newbie, you can decide to start as low as little as $10. You can decide to start with $10 and start making your crypto investments. So if you're not able to withstand the potential loss of your crypto investment, that means you cannot afford the risk of investing the amount you are considering, right? So it is advisable that when you're using platforms like Remitano to make your crypto investment, you should also have it at the back of your mind that you can you can lose your money at any time. And of course, there's nothing to be scared about. That's when you need to do your research and your analysis before you invest in a project. Right. So we're going to move to the next thing. So yeah, when you start making profits, it is good that you take your profits as soon as possible. It is advisable that you take it as fast as possible, because experts say crypto market participants should take gains frequently. The best practice is to store your gains in your hardware wallet. So of course you are using a wallet like Remitano. So when you're making your crypto trading, and you are seeing profits, it's advisable that it's advisable that you take your profits as fast as possible. So that's it when you are doing a short-term investment. If you're doing a long-term investment, it is also good that you set a time to it. So if I'm going to invest for a year, it is good that I set it in just a year. So which means when I've seen some amount of profit already, I can start to take my profits and move forward. So when it is time to take profits, crypto investors are often faced with the challenge that the currency price could sink or soar. So regular profit taking smooths out this risk over time. A lot of people just buy and hold for an indefinite amount of time, and they're at the mercy of news, memes, celebrity tweets, greenback ads. You see, it is not. You see, when you're making your crypto investment and you're not even aware of the trend, I mean, you don't know what's going on. You don't know if the market is either going down or going up. You see, you will not be classified as a smart trader, and of course, you want to be a smart trader. So you don't just buy and hold and just drop it there. You don't just abandon your asset in your alt wallet, but you make sure you check it once in a while. You make sure you see what is going on. Make sure you read the news, you see the trends, and you see whatever is happening to the crypto, so you don't run at a loss, right? So, we've also talked about Bitcoin being the very first cryptocurrency, and that also paved way for other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, like Solana, like some other coins. So we have these other coins are what is called Bitcoin alternative. So Bitcoin meteoric rise has made it one of the world's best performing assets over the past decade, with more than 9,000 crypto projects live live today. So retail investors often wonder if there is more value in buying one of the many Bitcoin alternatives. So I see that there's so many people that only know about Bitcoin. I mean, people just talk about Bitcoin, and they've not heard about other cryptocurrencies. So there are other Bitcoin alternatives that you can also invest in. So we have some examples of Ethereum. There is Litecoin, there's Dogecoin, there's Binance Coin, and there's Bitcoin Cash, right? So Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, what around $2,600 as of February 22, 2022. This is up from around 1,400 a year ago. So if you had invested in Ethereum in 2015, 2015, and right now Ethereum is about $2,800. You see, you're actually in a big profit, right? And Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrencies by market cap, and it was built by Vitalik Buterin. So together, Bitcoin and Ethereum make about 70% of the crypto market. You see how large Bitcoin and Ethereum is. Imagine the two cryptos together, and they're making about 70% of the crypto market, which means they are really huge, right? So Ethereum currently doesn't sell as high as Bitcoin, with its price as of November 2021, which was at $4,451. And I think that was Ethereum's all-time high, right? That was Ethereum's all-time high. And of course, it doesn't sell as high as BTC. I think BTC is about $36,000 as of today. Then we also have another alternative coin apart from Ethereum, which is Litecoin, and the coin price right now is about $96, and it and also the price was much more low last year, because resulting to when the whole market was dipping. So nevertheless, next to Bitcoin, Litecoin is the top currencies as of now. So if Bitcoin is just a little too expensive for you to invest in, you can try Litecoin. It's nearly identical to Bitcoin, but transactions are faster. So of course, if you don't have as much, if you don't have about 36K to get to buy your Bitcoin, there are other Bitcoin, other cryptocurrency you can invest in, which is Litecoin. So Litecoin, the price of Litecoin right now is $96. So you can decide to start investing in Litecoin, right? So another example of Bitcoin alternative is Dogecoin. So Dogecoin was, I mean, it was launched by Elon Musk in I think it was launched in 2020. I think it was launched in 2020 by Elon Musk. So seen by some as the original Bitcoin, and I think it was the first meme coin. So because it's still in 2021 as the price of the coin skyrocketed. So it was in 2021 when Elon Musk was hyping Dogecoin. I mean, people were talking about, there were so many investors talking about Dogecoin. And this whole hype skyrocketed the coin, and people made so much money from Dogecoin. The coin, which uses an image of the Shiba Inu as its avatar, is accepted as a form of payment by some major companies, including the Dallas Mavericks, Kronos, and SpaceX, and an American aerospace manufacturer owned by Elon Musk. So there are use cases that can be done when using cryptocurrencies. People just think you can use crypto to just buy and sell. There are so many other use cases. You can use it to pay for anything. You can decide to use it to pay for a subscription. You can decide to use it to pay for something in the supermarket. You can decide to use it to vote. I mean, as a decentralized governance platform, right? So yeah, so that's all about some Bitcoin alternatives to invest in. So right now we're going to some investment options to explore on Remitano. So like I've said it that you can go straight to App Store or Google Play Store to download Remitano. And while you're doing that, you can start calling yourself a real crypto trader. So there's a feature on Remitano which is the crypto swing. So the crypto swing is a mechanism. The swing mechanism is a way to invest in the cryptocurrency market indirectly. This feature helps the user to easily and quickly trade by simplifying the steps. In other words, this strategy based on effort to capture price moves that occur in a short time, in a short to medium time frame. So Swing's proposal puts trading operations on a single platform. It makes it central while still removing investing complications and providing offers secure profits in USDT, which doesn't charge any commission. So you can start, I mean, making your crypto investment and using a feature that's called Crypto Swing on Remitano, when you can start securing profits in stable coins like USDT and like USD. So I'm not sure if I've talked about stable coins. So we also have stable coins which are not volatile. I mean, they don't go up, they don't go down. So examples of stable coins are USDT, USDC, DAI, USDT, and UST, right? So how to use Swing on Remitano. So the very first step is by making sure you complete registration and verification in Remitano, and that's KYC, mean knowing your customer. So you can just go ahead and do that on Remitano. The requirements are initially on your an email address, password, and valid IDs to get verified. So before you start using the platform like Remitano, you are required to provide your email address, your name, your full name, your password, and your valid ID cards, right? So step two is after you've been verified, you open the Swing panel, which is at the top panel of Remitano. There you will get access to a list of altcoins with various data. So this data includes name of the currency, 24 hours change, price in USDT, I mean in a stable coin, volume in 24 hours, the last 7 days, and an action button. The next logical step is to choose the desired currencies to run, swing, and click invest. So there are several choices for you. You can decide to invest any coin that you want to invest in. You can decide to invest in BTC, in ETH, in BCH, Bitcoin Cash, LTC, Litecoin, XRP, and some other coins, right? So step three is after you've done this, the tab will present a new window with more data in this space. You must pick the amount of investments you want to make in the altcoin. You can enter the amount only in the currency in question. For example, you can choose to invest in Cardano, which the short term can be called ADA. You can only enter the amount in ADA, right? Now, step four is after making this step, confirm its equivalent in USDT and click on open investment. You notice that emphasizes the conditions of the investment will then be on display. The next step is to confirm the operation by saying yes in the included dialog box. So if you want to know more about that, just go straight to the App Store, Google Play Store, and download Remitano. So step five is the next step is to confirm the operation by saying yes in the included dialog box. The tab will open a new table with the investment details. A reference code and transaction details will then come after this. In similar terms, the user will be able to see a box called closing instructions. This development makes sure that once the operation closes, the market will buy the number of the currencies earned. Then deposits will enter the user's account in USDT. And as we mentioned it in the characteristics of cryptocurrencies that cryptocurrencies are stored in a digital way and they are done in a strict way. So while you've done your, while you've performed your swing feature on Remitano, your deposit is performed in a strict way. Your USD is deposited in your account. So how to use swing using the Magic 2x on Remitano. So there are several margins you can use, right? You can use there's 1x, there's 2x, there's 3x, there's 4x, there's 5x, and I think there's 100x. So while you're using the swing feature on Remitano, you can decide to use the margin of 2x. I think that's what you can use on Remitano. So in light of explanation around swing, the reality of one is of its major applications is also necessary. This is margin 2x, and just like the normal swing, its mechanism is also similar in practice. However, what differs majorly here is that Remitano assumes 50% of the investment. For example, you invest 908.5 ADA, equivalent to about $100, but the user only assumes $50 and Remitano the remaining, right? So if you want to check more about this, you can do that on Remitano platform. So there are some terminologies that is used in crypto, meaning the crypto space. So the first one is noob, and it's called newcomers. A newbie. Newcomers are frequently described as noobs by industry insiders. If you're this person, you may want to sit back and observe before jumping in with both feet. So if you're just knowing about currencies and you're just making your first investment in cryptocurrencies, you can be referred to as a noob, a newcomer. Right. When I was making my first crypto investment, I was referred to as a newbie. Another terminology that is used in crypto is bull or bullish. I think I've said this like a few times while I was talking. So if a trader believes an asset will rise in value, he or she is a bull, right? When an investor has the optimistic expectation of an asset's future bull, this frame of mind is described to as being bullish. So right now I can also refer you, I can call you an investor, a crypto investor. And so when you have it, when you have been optimistic about a project, you believe that in the future this crypto is going to do well. It's going to rise. That means you're being bullish about the project, and that way you can refer to yourself as a bull, right? It could be a she or he. So you are a bull while when you're being optimistic about a crypto project. And FOMO means fear of missing out. And this is when people hear several trends, they hear hype, and you're just being scared that what am I missing out? Am I missing out in this project? Oh, I'm supposed to have invested in this project in a very long time. So when people start saying FOMO, it means fear of missing out. And this occurs when investors start buying up a particular asset based on their expectation that it's rising in value. And of course, you shouldn't be FOMO all the time, because you want to be careful, right? You want to be careful. You don't just want to invest in any in any project, right? So it's advisable that you're not formal all the time, and you make sure that you take your time, you do the research, you read the economics, you know the total supply, you know the fully diluted you know the fully diluted market cap, you know the project behind it, you know the use cases, and you know you have a full information about a project before you start making your investment in such project. And Moon, like Elon Musk would always say that we're all going to the moon, we're all going to the moon. It means when a digital currency mounts, that means it rises sharply in value. For example, a crypto trader could talk about how an altcoin is going to the moon. So when crypto um crypto specialist starts talking about the moon, it means that you are optimistic about a digital currency. It could be Bitcoin, it could be Ethereum, it could be um it could be it could be Avalanche, right? So that's what money is all about. Then pump and dump is a type of investment scheme where a market participant or several work together to inflate the price of an asset so that they can sell it when its value is artificially high. So I've said it before that there are whales that can actually affect the market price, right? They can decide to do anything to the price of a specific project. So in this case, it is referred to as pump and dump. So some people can decide to pump a coin, they can also decide to dump a coin. So we also have some other terminologies that is used in crypto. When you hear about GM, it means good morning. When you hear about GN, it means good night. When you hear about friend, it means friend. So there are also several um, crypto terminologies that you need to know about. So I think this is the end of the crypto talk, and I hope you have a full understanding of what crypto is. And so I'm going to advise you that you start making your crypto investments, right? And it's so easy. The same way you can make your stock investment is also the same way you can make your crypto investment. You can try to start with Bitcoin. You can try to start with Ethereum, and you can use platforms like Remitano. Remitano is here to solve the whole problem about the complications around cryptocurrencies. I mean, some people find it difficult to invest in cryptocurrencies, and that's why we have Remitano, and Remitano is here to solve the whole problem. So if you have any questions, I'm available to answer your questions, and I hope to see you in the moon. Thank you.